Morning peeps, how are you all doing? Hope you're all doing well. So, we've gone through Remembrance Sunday and Armistice Day, and today I'm wandering around picking up all the collection boxes and the collection of tins. So yeah, it's going to be a busy day for me today, going through the village, because I haven't got a car at the minute. Picking up a new one on Saturday, I'm walking through the village, which I'm not complaining about, because as you all know, I normally like to go out tabbing. So obviously I've not got weight on my back, but I had an injection yesterday for this frozen shoulder. It's got steroids and all sorts in there, and I've got to try and exercise it lightly, so I can't put a burden on my back at the moment. But we'll get back to that soon, hopefully. But Remembrance Sunday in the village here was absolutely amazing. The honour to march with the youth organisations here in the village, I can't express it. I really can't express it. And then on Tuesday, obviously we had Armistice Day, and we have a commemoration down in our peace garden in the village. I think I've told you all before, we've got 3 memorials in the village. And I have to say, I had tears in my eyes. Mainly because the nurseries in the village came along with all the little tots that are preschool. And they made some paper poppies of their own. Most of the poppies were bigger than the kids. But to see them come and actually lay the poppies down was heartbreaking. Yeah, little children that are recognising what Remembrance is all about. And I've got to admit, Tuesday wasn't the best of weather, so my predecessor, John Doyle, who was the popular tour organiser before me, he said, "Nobby, we're not leaving these out here to get soaked and damaged. They're going into the memorial centre, yeah, alongside the wreaths that are laid against the memorial in the memorial centre." But in the Peace Garden, speaking with the chairman of our branch of the British Legion, Steve said to me the fact that it was the biggest turnout that he'd seen in the village in God knows how long. And it just shows that people are starting to recognise that Remembrance needs to be remembered. You know, I did a presentation on Monday evening at the Boys Brigade here in the village, and when I spoke to the young lads there, we were talking about forgotten wars. Morning boss, how are you doing?
Right.
We were talking about the forgotten wars. I brought up things like Oman, Aden, Korea. The Falklands is even starting to get to be forgotten nowadays. The Gulf War, which I was involved in, is being forgotten. Northern Ireland is being forgotten. And on Tuesday morning, when I was doing my lollipop juices, I had one of the parents come and speak to me, and she said to me, "You made a right impression last night, Nobby, at the Boys Brigade." And I said, "Oh yeah?" She said, "Yeah." She said, because there were some of the boys that had gone home from Boys Brigade and then gone onto the internet and started researching some of the forgotten wars. Well, that just shows you, doesn't it? Yeah. If we don't educate the children, they're not going to know. And there we are. They went in and started doing some research on forgotten wars. As I say, we've got a couple of Korean veterans in the village here, and I always got to shake their hands because of the fact that no one talks about it. Now, there is a charity in Scotland called ASA Scotland. I got involved with them a couple of years ago. Now these guys actually go around schools and actually do some education on the forgotten wars in schools. Now I'm wondering if it's something that we should start linking in with these guys and hopefully doing something in the schools around my area. I'm willing to do it. I know some of the other veterans that are in the village would be willing to do it. Just to go out, suited and booted, and give some insight into what it's like to go to war and what it's like to be in the forces. And that's what ASA do. So if you haven't seen their pages, I'll put a link in this video for you. Like I say, I got involved with them a couple of years ago when we were looking at putting a commemoration statue up for John McAleese. So like I say, I'm going around the village today, just picking up the poppy boxes, then it'll all get counted and obviously ink banked for the RBL. There's going to be a couple of other videos coming out today, and this is where I went out to Spencer's Bar in Leicester. Now, I went out last week and picked up from them £4,200. When myself and some members of the branch went out to Spencer's Bar on Tuesday to present them with a certificate to recognise what they'd done, I was given another £865, and that money was raised in the space of a couple of hours in Spencer's Bar. Now, there's a video of me and some other veterans singing, but there's also a video quite long, it's about 20 minutes long, just going around the bar and showing what was happening in the bar. So that's coming out later on today, probably tomorrow. So keep an eye out on that one. So I'm going to crack on, pick up all these collection tins and boxes and everything. But if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. Not telling you what to do, because we don't do that on this channel, do we? No, we don't. But please consider it, subscribe, and if you do subscribe, just drop a note in there saying, "Oh, Nobby, it's me from such and such," and I'll subscribe to your channel, and I'll guarantee you that you will get a reply. So I'm just going to drop into Mike the Barber's, pick up the collection tin. I don't need a haircut today. Hello, Ent, how we doing, bud?
Alright today. I won't be doing that tomorrow.
That's our local postman, great lad. So anyway, I'm going to let you guys get on. Yeah, please take care of yourselves, stay safe, and as me and Keith always say, let's tab.